Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of our brand new franchise mode in NHL 20 featuring the Atlantic Navigators. I'm really excited to start off this franchise mode, guys. We're going to do it as a 25-year franchise mode. So it's going to be a series we're going to do throughout the winter and hopefully get as many Stanley Cups as we can. You guys can see here, we are all ready for the expansion draft. We're going to be drafting a team from players throughout the NHL, players that they are not protecting. So each team will have players they protect, players they don't protect, which we'll have a chance to get. So, of course, what we're looking for here in the expansion draft, we're not looking for older guys. We're looking for young guys with good potential and build through the draft, build through free agency in the first few years. So I'm not looking to be a playoff team right off the bat. I am looking to get as many draft picks as we can. Hopefully get ourselves even potentially a lottery pick. I want to do bad in year 1. I want to get one of those top picks, potentially even Alexis Lafreniere, to be our core offense for the next decade or so. For the settings, we're going to make it authentic. We're going to make it superstar difficulty, 20-minute periods. We're going to sim through the whole thing, so we're not worried about gameplay at all. Although I did put the trade difficulty to hard, just to make it more realistic. We don't want to do all those big trades, make it easier in terms of waivers, contracts, salary cap. Everything's authentic like in real life. We're going to have injuries off, though, throughout the year. I might put them on if we make the playoffs. I just think that there's a lot of injuries. If you do a sim throughout the season, it's a lot of back and forth, doing the lines, etc. So let's leave that alone for now. Now we're going to look at the logo and the jerseys of the team. So you can see here we've got the boat as the main logo. We do have a sailboat as well as the second logo. And our alternate logo will be the wheel, of course, to steer the ship. Main colors of the team are red, white, and blue. Here's a look at the home jersey. So I didn't want to keep it simple, but keep it fresh. Something modern with the blue, red, and white right here with the boat in the front. The away jersey is just the opposite, with the white replacing the dark blue. And for alternates, I gotta go with that nice baby blue color. I find that's my favorite of the 3 jerseys. The thought behind the name, of course, well, in the Atlantic provinces, the thought behind the name is that sea life is very important. We're basically right on the border of the Atlantic Ocean. Fishing is a big part of the culture here. Seafood, you can get fresh seafood. A lot of places around here, you just go to a restaurant. Basically, the water's right behind the restaurant. You get the fish from right there. So lobster fishermen, there's a lot of cargo ships around, especially like Halifax, for example. We can take the ferry to Newfoundland. So a lot of travel along the sea in this area, a lot of fishing, a lot of time at the beach. Found that Navigators just matches the way of life around here. For our AHL team will be the Halifax Battalion. I didn't want to put Halifax as our AHL team, the biggest city in the Atlantic provinces between New-Brunswick, PEI, Nova Scotia, and Newfoundland and Labrador. There's a lot of military bases around Halifax, around Nova Scotia, so I thought it'd be a cool name as well, battalion. Go to battle on the ice to win the hockey game. So we were basing the team in Moncton, New Brunswick, which is the hub city. Geometrically, basically right in the middle of the Maritimes, and so people from all the Maritime provinces and all the Atlantic provinces can travel to the game, whether it's from around New Brunswick, PEI, Nova Scotia, or Newfoundland, Labrador. We're going to be playing at the Avenir Centre, which is actually the name of the arena in real life, where the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League Moncton Wildcats play the CHL. So this is where we'll be playing for our franchise mode with your Atlantic Navigators, and I hope you guys enjoyed the logos and the jerseys. I find that I think they came out quite nice. Now, without further ado, guys, let's go into the expansion draft, see what we're starting with for our team. Well, I figured I'd take a moment to welcome you to the Atlantic Navigators franchise. You have your plate full with your upcoming expansion draft. I'll touch base again in a few days before the draft itself after I get a sense of who the other teams are going to make available. All right, so looking forward to this. We got the salary cap here. Oh man, I'm super excited to create a franchise mode with a team from my, as you guys can see here, draft lottery results. So Colorado gets number one via Ottawa. Edmonton jumps from 8 to 2. Chicago from 13 to 3. Wow, a lot of moves with the draft lottery over there. Wow, so Colorado getting a number one draft pick. Expansion draft. The decision to make an expansion draft tomorrow will decide whether the franchise sinks or swims. It's kind of funny given our name is the Navigators. In his first year, we'll be keeping a close eye on our choices, as will the fans. Okay, guys, here we are. Begin the expansion draft. So this will be the team that we start off with our franchise mode. And welcome to the expansion draft. You have to select one player from each NHL team for a total of 30 players. A minimum of 14 forwards, score centers, left wings, right wings, 9 defensemen, and 3 goalies. So basically like drafting a fantasy hockey team, although you only have access to the players that are not protected. Okay, so we can auto-generate the picks, but I think it would be fun to go through each and every team and select a player. So here we go, guys. We're going to start off with the Anaheim Ducks. Who are we picking? One thing I'm going to look is the salary. I'm going to look at the age and look at the potential. Those are 3 things that are really important. Right off the bat, I'm looking at Andre Cass, or Kashi, I believe. I know, yeah, he can sim well. He's only 23 years old, 82 overall, making only 2.6 for the next 2 years. So looking at the other choices, top 9 forward, top 6, Michael Del Zotto. He's on a one-year deal, but it's only a 78 overall. So Henrique would be nice, although he is almost $6 million. I think we're going to take Andre Cass or Andre Cassie. I apologize if I mispronounced that. Andre Cash, welcome to the team. Arizona Coyotes, pick number 2 for your Atlantic Navigators. So we're looking at low 80s here. Goligoski, I'm not going to take him, 33. Demers, 31. Sorberg, 33. Looking for a guy that's younger, like a potentially Vinny Hinostroza. Lawson Krause wouldn't be bad as well. So if you look at Hinostroza, he's a low top 9, while Krause is a high top 9. So Krause is 4 years younger, only 1 overall lower. He's a big body at 6'4", 220. So I'm leaning towards him right now. Gonna see what else we have here. Looking at this, I do think that Lawson Krause would be the good pick for Arizona Coyotes. Welcome to the team. All right, Boston Bruins. Let's see who they have available. Oh, wow, they have Torrey Krug available. Elite, 28 years old, 87. He's making 5.25. He's only under contract for 1 more year, though. So it's got to be other options. We have Charlie Coyle, which should be a good center for our team as well. I don't see how we can't take Torrey Krug. 28 years old, 87 overall. His salary, 5.25, which is not a huge salary. Although, like I said, his contract does finish next year. But very good offensive defenseman. He has that 89 speed. He has some pretty good shooting stats as well. Decent defensive stats. I'm going to take Torrey Krug. That's a big addition to our back end. A young elite defenseman right off the bat. Pick number 3. Let's go with the Buffalo Sabres here. So not a lot of choices. Jake McCabe, top 4D. 25 years old. See down the list here. Bogosian. Not a lot of very good options here. Might take one of these younger guys here. I'm going to take Jake McCabe. He's going to be one of our top defensemen, potentially in our top 4. He's 25. So McCabe, welcome to the team. Calgary Flames. Oh man, I was expecting this. They have Mark Giordano now. Although Giordano would be an amazing player for our team, one of the best defensemen in the league, I can't see myself taking a 35-year-old guy making 6.7 for the next 3 years to start off a franchise mode. Just wouldn't be a good idea to take on that contract. So I'm looking towards the list down guys that are a bit younger, such as maybe a Sam Bennett. He's 23, 79 overall, so it could be like a bottom 9 forward. I'm going to take Oliver Killington here. He's only 22 years old. Top 4D medium potential. So he could definitely grow into a decent, maybe top 4 defenseman. So if this was a 1-year franchise mode, 100% I take Giordano or Bennett, guys like that. But we're gonna take Killington, given we gotta get the younger guys on lower contracts that can grow and potentially have some good trade value. So we're gonna go with the Carolina Hurricanes here. They have Jake Garner. They have Eric Hala, which wouldn't be a bad pick as well. They have some good defensemen right here. So definitely going to take a defenseman. I think the defensive core to get young, good defensemen would be ideal. And this is a perfect pick right here. Hayden Fleury, elite potential, 80 overall, 22 years old. If we can lock him up on a contract after this year, definitely would be one of our stud defensemen for the future. So very happy with that pick. Chicago Blackhawks. All right, so here we have some guys that are on kind of bad contracts. I mean, 4.5 for 3 years for 81 overall, 4 million for 81 overall. Let's go down the list here, see what else we can get. Eric Gustafson here wouldn't be a bad pick. 27 years old, 84 overall. He's already a top 4 D man, so I think wouldn't be a bad pick. Let's see if we have guys a bit younger, maybe have good potential as well. And honestly, I think that the best bet would be to go for Eric Gustafson. Picking him up, another good defenseman. So our defense is looking good. We have Gustafson, we have Fleury, Killington, and McCabe and Krug. So now we're going to be looking at forwards and potentially goaltender as well. So defense is looking pretty good. All right, see what they have here for forwards from the Colorado Avalanche. I think a guy like a Oliver Bjorkstrand would be good. I mean, he's 24 years old, 80 overall, medium top 6. So he definitely has room to grow, not in a big contract. And if you look at his stats of the past year, 36 points, 40 points. So would be a perfect third line forward for us. So let's take Oliver Bjorkstrand. Welcome to the team. Jamie Alexiak, he is a huge player, 6'7", 255. If I'm not mistaken, he's the second biggest player behind Zdeno Chara. So that would be pretty cool to have him on the back end. Let's see what else we have. Oh, we have a low elite, Denis Gurianov, 22 years old, 78 overall. So he would definitely have a chance to grow into the 80s. So he's listed as a depth forward, but that low elite potential, I don't see how I can pass up on that. Let's get Denis Gurianov. Welcome to the team. Not a lot of choices. I'm going to go for the younger guy. He's a lower overall, but he's only on a 1-year contract here for 1 million. So we still have 61 million of cap space. So if you want to make a big move with one of these teams, if they're offering something crazy, you'll be able to make it. So of course we're looking for forwards here. Our defense is looking nice. See what else we can get from the Edmonton Oilers. So one of these guys wouldn't be bad. I mean, even now Sam Gagner, he's 29 years old. Adam Larson actually would be a very good pick. I think we got to go with Adam Larson. Our defense would be really nice. He's on a $4 million deal at 83 overall. He can still grow to potentially an 84, 85. 2-year contract. So our defense would be looking really nice. Let's take Adam Larson. Man, Mike Hoffman would be nice to get, but it's gonna cost a lot of money. But I know he saves very well. I actually did a franchise mode with the Montreal Canadiens at the start of this season just to get used to the new franchise mode, and he was one of my better players. So looking down the list, I'm not seeing anything very good. So he's in a $5 million deal. He's on expiring contract as well. If we can re-sign him, he could be one of our top forwards. He could be in our first line for quite some time. So very happy with this pick. Mike Hoffman, welcome to Moncton. Nikolai Prokhorkin, so either it would be a fourth line forward or a first line AHL forward for us. I honestly think we're going to go with Ryan Hartman or Victor Rask, one of these guys. So Hartman here, he is 24 years old, 79. So he's 2 years younger than Rask, and he makes basically half of what he's making. Top 9 low, so he could be a decent fourth liner for us or potentially in the AHL. So let's see what my personal favorite team, Montreal Canadiens, are offering. All right, so not a lot. So we have Ben Sherratt. Joel Armia wouldn't be bad. He's a good two-way forward. Paul Byron is super fast. Let's see, Kolak, Ouellet, Riley, and good old Carl Ulster making 4.6 in the AHL. Love to see it. All right. Oh, they have Jordan Wheel available. All right, we need some centers. And looking at Jordan Wheel, he did have 10 points in 16 games with Montreal. He had 9 in 28 with Philly. So he could be a decent fourth line center for us. Let's look at what his faceoffs are. 84. He has good faceoffs. Let's take Jordan Wheel. I think that'd be a Wheel good pick. All right, sorry about the puns, guys. Nashville Predators. All right, so right off the bat, Michael Granlund is available. Wow, that could be our first line center right there. Let's see what else we have. Over 60 points, 60 to 70 point player. If you look at his shooting, 88, 87. He does have that 88 speed, 90 passing, puck control, and deking. He's a very, very well-rounded player. Let's go. We're going to take him. That's a big piece for our team. I was looking to get a few of these players that are on bigger contracts but still young enough that they can still have some good potential. Michael Granlund, welcome to the team. Yeah, I'm going to take Connor Carrick here. Could be a decent bottom pairing defenseman for us. Welcome to the team. All right, so we still have 40 million in cap space, and we're nearing the end of the list for the NHL. So we're doing fairly good. I want to still get a couple or more big pieces of some guys that do have some good trade value. Derek Brassard here, 31 years old on a 1-year deal here. Does only have 76 face-off. I thought I could have potentially had him like a fourth line, third line center, but those face-offs aren't very good. Brock Nelson, $6 million for 6 years, 27 years old, 82 overall. All right, looking at Michael Dal Cole here. I know X-Tech in his franchise mode. I'm a big fan of X-Tech's franchise modes, and he's one of the guys that really inspired me to do my own franchise mode. So if you guys don't know him already, definitely go sub to his channel and go watch him. He's one of the best franchise mode guys that I've seen on YouTube. I'm still a rookie at this, but I know he took Michael Dal Cole and he did very good for him, so he grew in overall. So looking potentially take a chance on Michael Dal Cole, as he would say. Let's take a chance on Michael Dal Cole. Hopefully he can grow for us like he did for him. Again, shout out to X-Tech. He's one of the guys that inspired me. I've been watching all of his franchise moments, and I thought I would like to try that myself. So let's go with the New York Rangers here. All right, see what we have. Tony DeAngelo. It's only 23 years old, top 4 D-man, 80 overall. So I'm just going to see quickly if you have anything better. Yeah, can't go wrong with Tony DeAngelo. He's young, 83 years old. He's young, 80 overall, top 4 D-man, medium top 4. So say Tony DeAngelo. That's a pretty solid pick for our defensive core right there. So looking at the lineup, we still need our goaltenders and we still need our centers. All right, guys. So before I go towards my next pick, I was looking at the goaltenders available for every team. So I'm going to make a change here. I'm going to remove Lawson Cross from the Arizona Coyotes because they have a very good young goaltender available here in Eric Comrie. So guys can see here's a medium starter. He's only 23 years old and he's an 80 overall. So he definitely has a good chance to grow. I take my chances with Eric Comrie. He is going to be a goaltender for us. Welcome to the team. There's a few other goaltenders I do have my eye on, but I just want to go through the other teams, see if anything better would be available in terms of goaltending. Guys, I went through all the goaltenders in the league, and I think I know who I want to be my main starter, with Comrie potentially being our backup, and see if we can grow. I'm going to take Anthony Duclair. Fun fact, I actually seen him play while he played for the Quebec Ramparts, along with Zach Fucale, who was a former draft pick of the Montreal Canadiens. So, Anthony Duclair, welcome to the team. All right, so not a lot of choices here. I think we got to go with Scott Laughton here, 25 years old, 79 overall. 23 years old, 77, Samuel Morin. Not a bad pick right there. Could grow into a decent defenseman, maybe a bottom pairing defenseman or a top pairing in the AHL. So I take Samuel Morin from the Philadelphia Flyers. Down to the few last teams here. Pittsburgh Penguins here. Justin Schultz would be a very good defenseman right there. Brian Russ. Okay, so he's making 3.5. Let's look at his stats. Again, I'm looking for a couple of more centers. 38 points, 35 points. So he's a 30 to 40 point guy. Not bad. He does only have 65 face offs, so that's not going to be it. He would play on the wing even if you would take him. I think Aston Reese would just be a safe play here. Take him. San Jose Sharks are next. So Jumbo Joe Thornton. 1 year. So I don't think it would be worth it. If I'm doing a 1 year franchise mode, sure, I take him, but I'm looking longer term. Brent Dillon here. Melker Carlson, 28 years old, 78 overall. Let's see what else we have. We definitely need some help down the middle. I think Melker Carlson might be a decent pick. He's only making 2 million. 78 face off though. Let's see here. Barkley Goodrow, 26 to 78. All right, I think I'm going to take Melker Carlson here. Would be a fourth line forward for us. It's only 78 overall, but not a lot of choices from the Sharks. Oh, the St. Louis Blues have Alex Pietrangelo available, although he is 29 years old, but 89 overall. Wow. Let's look at all the other guys here. A couple of 35-year-old guys. Oh, Oscar Sundqvist, 25 years old, 79. He's a medium top 9. Sammy Blais, I know he can potentially grow in this franchise mode. He performs pretty well. He could potentially grow. So I'm going to take Sammy Blais here. Tampa Bay Lightning. They have Ryan McDonough, so he is a high cap hit, 6.7 for the next 7 years. Although if I would take McDonough, I could potentially take him to trade him because I know he would probably have a lot of trade value. Let's look at what the other picks we have. Sorelli. Still have 34 million in cap space, so if I can get a few picks for Ryan McDonough, I'm gonna definitely take him. He could be a top pairing defenseman for us to start off the franchise mode, and a lot of trade value. So see what the Toronto Maple Leafs are offering. They're offering Tyson Barrie or Jake Muzzin. So a couple of very good defensemen right there. We do need some more help for wingers. So Zach Hyman, or even I'm thinking Kasperi Kapanen. He's 22 years old, 82 overall, though he's making 3 million, but he could be very good third line forward, or even potentially second line forward. Look at his points, 44 points in 78 games is pretty good. I think it's a pretty good pick. Kasperi Kapanen, welcome to the team. All right, Vancouver Canucks. Now, this is a team where I was looking at the goaltenders. They have Jacob Markstrom. He's on a 1 year deal. If you could sign him after this year, if he does pan out, we're going to take Jacob Markstrom. He will be our starting goaltender. So we have him and Comrie in between the pipes. So not bad at all. Let's see here what the Washington Capitals are offering. Not much. See if they have anything for goaltenders. I know right off the bat, I did check the Winnipeg Jets, and I think I may be taking a goaltender from them. So let's take a winger from the Washington Capitals just so we can balance everything out. Although I'm looking at Brandon Leipzig, it's only 25.79 overall, so be a good pick right there. Winnipeg Jets. So looking at the picks that they're offering, let's see here. I'm thinking potentially get a goaltender. Right now they do have Laurent Brossoit. So he's on a 1 year deal, so we could potentially have Brossoit as our backup and Comrie as our starting goaltender in the AHL, just to get Comrie a lot of time between the pipes, a lot of time to grow. So I'm gonna take Brossoit. He's only in a 1 year deal. Draft, guys. I like the way that we drafted, having 5 left wingers, 5 centers, 7 right wings, 10 defensemen, and our 3 goaltenders. So a decent draft. Let's go over the picks once again quickly for you guys. So we got Andre Kashi. Again, I apologize, can't pronounce that right. Eric Comrie, 80 overall, medium starter. Very good pick there. Torrey Krug, an elite defenseman. We have Jay McCabe and Albert Killington, so a couple of younger defensemen that still have room to grow. Hayden Fleury, a young elite potential defenseman. He's going to be really good. Gustafson as well is very good. We got some guys here for our third, fourth line, potentially Kamenev, Bjorkstrand, Gurianov, who is a low elite, so definitely taking him for the elite potential. It can grow. Adam Ernie. Adam Larson would be in our defensive core right off the bat. Mike Hoffman, who I'm really looking to sign to after this year to re-sign him, get him on a contract because he's going to be very good for us if we can keep him on the team. But Corkin, Hartman, we have Jordan Wheel as a potential third, probably a fourth line center to be honest. Michael Granlund, he would be a top center for us. Connor Carrick, Michael Dalcole, hopefully he can grow. Ty D'Angelo as well, hopefully he can grow. He's an 80 overall with top 4 potential, still young. Duclair, Samuel Morin. We have Zach Aston Reese, Melker Carlson, Sammy Blais. I'm hoping he can turn out to be a good center for us. Ryan McDonough, potentially going to trade him before the trade deadline this year, so I'm looking to get as many picks as I can. Kasperi Kapanen, very happy with this pick as a third line potential, second or third line forward for us probably. Jacob Markstrom will be our goaltender to start off this season. Brandon Leipzig and Laurent Brossois. So let's finish off the draft. All right, so look at last year. Mike Hoffman definitely is our top player with 70 points in 82 games with Florida. I did have 36 goals. So here's one thing I'm going to check, guys. Right here is the coaching staff. Now, I do have owner mode off, so we're not going to have to worry about the salary. So our head coach of your Atlantic Navigators is going to be Howard Falk. He's a generalist, so he'll help develop and grow players, all players on the team. So he's not focused on one specific area, so he's basically in the middle. He's going to help out everyone, which is good. Offense and defense, A-, power play B, penalty kill B-, teaching B, coach influence C. So we're looking for a coach with good teaching. B is okay, so he's going to be able to help the younger players as well. So that's good morale. The best coach chemistry, sure. Best player chemistry would be Laurent Brossois, Ryan McDonough, and Jacob Markstrom. So he has good chemistry with our goaltenders, which is very good. So he's a new coach. It's one thing you can see with a coach. You can see their coaching record. So if you were to hire a new coach, if you want to see their overall record of your coach after a few years, you can see this. So it'll show even the awards, as even Jack Adams is an award in this franchise mode in NHL 20. So once we have all the teams set, it'll show the team fit based on this roster scheme. So if he's going to be a coach, so let's see here, it's going to roll all 4 lines. So that means he's going to get he's going to get the ice time to all 4 lines. It's not going to be focused more on the top 2, such as teams that are heavy with their first few couple of lines. As guys can see here, you can actually look at all the different strategies they have for each line. So it's very, very detailed. We also have here our associate coach for defensemen, assistant coach for defensemen as well. I might change one of them to be like a forward coach. We also have a goaltender coach. You can do interviews in this franchise mode, which is pretty cool. So you can go into draft interviews. So we'll see the draft class of this summer here. So look at guys, Haskins, Tapper, Solani, Tutin, Gallier. So these guys are all medium elite potential. So let's just go with this guy here, Craig Haskins. You can interview the player. So thank you so much for taking time to interview me before the draft. I'm extremely nervous about the next few days. Let's chat about our strengths and weaknesses. So you can go, this is just for an example, guys. You think we should chat about your style of play. Let's talk about the type of person you are. So you can look at skills. So what are your strengths and weaknesses? So he's going to be able to give you an idea of what type of player he is. I'm more than happy to discuss my strengths and weaknesses. So tell me, what are your greatest strengths? So he's going to say he's skating. So he's a fast skater, accelerate quickly, and can turn on a dime. So it looks like something like a Connor McDavid type player. Biggest weakness on the ice. He's going to say here is more of a skilled player. So physicality sometimes not there on a nightly basis. So that's all right. He's not going to be a guy that's going to be a tough guy, but he's going to be a player that's going to put up a lot of points. So you can even discuss about the personality. So how would you describe your personality? He's going to say, high standards for myself and my team. I want to win at all costs. So that's a good interview right there. So you can interview coaches as well. And again, this is the guy ranked goal number 1. So I don't think we're going to get him. But just give you an example of how the interviews work. You can learn a lot about the players, which is pretty cool. All right, guys, we got McDonough and Larson on our trade blog. Just interested to see what offers you can get from them. And next episode, guys, we're gonna go over the NHL draft. So this episode, guys, will only be the expansion draft itself, the intro of the franchise. Next episode, we'll be doing the NHL entry draft. We'll be getting ourselves. We need a new coach as well. Coach more lean towards forwards and potentially power play. We're gonna have to look at our scouts. We're gonna have to get our scouts sorted. Have scouts in all of our regions in the world to scout the players that we're gonna be drafting. See what kind of players they are. We're gonna look into our lines as well of the team and do our first bit of simulation. So really excited to get into this franchise mode, guys. Hopefully bring ourselves a cup. My goal is to get a cup within the next potentially 5-6 years. Want to grow the team. The first couple of years, I'm not looking to make the playoffs, but within 5 years, I'm looking to be a contender. Hopefully, it works out, guys. Please leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.